Yeah, the question's why? Why though? The reason is because you can say a soul that's already been through this gamut, this samsara a bunch of times, wearing a physical body, an emotional body, mental body, experiencing what it is to have pain, to suffer, experiencing death, etc. That gets stored. Those memories get stored in your causal body, you can say. You keep the causal body, you keep them through all incarnations, but we can't remember them. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, isn't this life enough compared to, like, if you could remember everything from all lives? Yeah. Don't you think God's doing us a favor? But those memories are there, but they're suppressed. But they can still be felt on deep subconscious level in the form of a tendency or just a heightened sense of awareness, etc. Okay. There was a movie, I don't remember the name of it, but this depicts what I'm trying to say. The girl was a young girl, like a teen or something, but she had, I always like these kind of movies. She, especially if it's a girl, because a girl like knows how to do it better, like the compassion and emotion and everything, like that's their thing, you know. So the girl, they were trying to escape like something, some kind of mass destruction, and so they were all getting on a ship to try to escape this. But the problem was there was too many people, and the ship didn't have enough space. So of course she got on. She's important, and then as many people tried to get on as possible, but then they had to say, okay, sorry, because they were all going to die. It's like, you know, it's karma, what to do. And then, but the people, because of self-preservation instinct, they're like, no, you know, I have to get on the ship. Look, I have babies, and, you know, life's super dramatic. When you die, you realize, damn, that was a hell of a dream, wasn't it? No different than the dream at night. I'm digressing for a second, but I'm totally with the story, and I finish it. I had a dream a week ago. I dreamt me and my dad were in a car. I hadn't dreamt about him in like 30 years or something. And we were driving, and there were bombs going off everywhere. There were bombs in front going off, bombs behind going off. It was just a question of like, okay, when are we gonna get hit? And I remember something was just waiting somehow. I was tuning to this. I knew that I couldn't die, but I knew that this form as I knew it was probably going to die like any second, you know. And so something was just, I felt super calm actually. I can say I was praying, but it wasn't really a prayer. It was a silent prayer, just staying super tuned, you know, just, yeah. And then I woke up. So the girl was on the ship, and then everybody's trying to get on the ship. So the people started shooting the people trying to get on the ship. Did I finish my thought though with that story? I just meant like when you wake up from that, like I woke up from that dream that I just shared about like being in the car and bombs are going off. I woke up and when I was in the dream, it was super real. You super real. I woke up and damn, it's not okay, cool. I was just like, damn, that was intense dream. This is the same thing. This is the same thing. We think we wake up from the night dream and now we're in reality. No, man, like, what do you mean? When you leave this body, it's going to be the same experience you have when you wake up from your dream at night. You're going to realize, damn, this was also a dream. So try to realize it now. They started shooting the people that were trying to get on the ship because they weren't, otherwise everybody dies. And the girl, she was feeling all that. And she started like, she was like convulsing almost, like on the, laying on the floor of the ship. And they're like, you know, what's wrong? She's like, I feel all those people dying, you see? So now we're trying to tie in the topic, the title. So old souls, they feel, they're super sensitive. They're not trying to feel like, oh, I'm so sensitive, I'm gonna feel. They just, it's there. because of like been doing this for a long time. They have unity consciousness more than the average person. Average person, they only have, it's more like tribal consciousness. If you hurt me, if you hurt my family, I care. Yeah. Other people, I don't really care. Animals, I don't feel anything. Bugs, please. This is the collective consciousness, you know. But the souls that have been around a while, you feel everything. You feel yourself in them. That's why I like that movie Powder. The hunter shoots the deer. Powder felt what it felt like for that deer to experience that death, and took the hunter's hand and put it on the deer. Powder was special though, like, okay. He gave the hunter the same experience the deer had. The hunter felt it, stopped hunting after that. Now some of the minds, I remember they left a comment and they're like, what, like you're not supposed to, you know, I'm not getting into all this shouldn't, you know, should you hunt, should you eat meat? That's beside the point. That's an individual thing. I don't waste time talking about that. I'm just sharing about unity consciousness. This is the point. You apply that as you intuitively feel fit to. So these older souls, you're just sensitive, man. You feel these things. So of course you're going to suffer more. You feel the inner workings of your own body and mind. And it's usually why those people, they don't do good when they take synthetic drugs that the doctors like to give to help numb the pain, because you feel too deeply how that's like working on you and your system. These beings, they're blessed in the sense you have to find God, period. What does it mean? Align yourself with the spirit that's inside you. You find your own individual way how to do that. So it's really the heightened sensitivity that makes these older souls suffer. You can't really turn that off. Now, it can get excessive though, you see. It's about balance. It's not like, oh my God, I'm so sensitive, like I just feel sad that the whole planet's dying, I'm crying every day. It's like, look, the planet can take care of itself, you know. If the planet needs to reset or something, because we're like too stupid and we keep messing it up, it'll just send some cataclysm and everything's going to get reset, and then we'll start over again if it wants. God's running the show. Not us, not the elites, nothing. God. Nothing can happen outside the permissive will of the divine. It's impossible. But the show looks real, don't it? And we're supposed to do our part. If the life force wants you to participate as in the role of the protagonist to help, yeah, do it. But don't have such a big identity around it. I'm helping the world, you know. You need to help the world. Remember the video? It was several years ago. And they're all hell-bent on being vegetarian. I'm vegetarian, by the way. People ask me, for the most part, yeah. If I'm at the airport and I'm hungry as hell and I have a long flight and all they have is like sushi or fish or something, then yeah, I don't have a problem with it. But I'm not dogmatically vegetarian. I'm vegetarian because the nervous system functions better. It's easier to digest, you know. But there were the people that they wanted everybody to be vegetarian. So then the girls submitted to this, by the way. It wasn't like an act of violence. Well, it was an act of violence, but it was purposely done. The guys had a branding iron, you know, that you brand the cows with. And the girls were in their swimsuits because they wanted to show the marks that's going to take place when the guys branded them. So the guys would put that hot coal on the girls and brand them. And then put it on YouTube, you know. That's an example of being too excessive. Like, what do you think? A meat eater is going to be like, damn, I should stop eating meat. No, they're going to be like, look at these, they're going to call people stupid. Like, look how stupid they are. You see, that's an example of being too fanatic. So you're not going to change your sensitive nature. You inherit that because of the reasons I already said. You've evolved into a higher level of unity consciousness and sensitivity that the average person doesn't have. That's why you have more sensitivity. That's why the pain level, we're using the word suffering, just do that for the title. That's why that's going to be a little higher than your average robot who doesn't feel anything. Just doesn't feel anything. So you get to where you accept that. You don't try to fight it. This is like how it is. This is the tax for being a human on this planet with your level of consciousness and evolution. Like, what are you going to do? Your higher self somehow put you here, so you got to go through it. Ask God to help buffer the maybe extra sensitivity that you feel and that you have. That, and also be careful not to make an identity around it. Like, I'm such a sensitive person, I'm just doomed to suffer because I'm so sensitive. Because look, the other side of it, there's always duality. The non-duals would disagree. You can say the negative side is that you feel things a little too deep. All right. Well, what's the positive side? Yeah, you know what it is. You can feel joy and serenity easier also. You gotta, like, you can't take one without the other. It just doesn't work. So I hope you got something from that. Yeah, leave me any questions you have. I'll see you.